Right, let's fire the ziggy up. So, we're going to warm all the burners up. And you'll see all 8 patties out of these packets on the barbie in. Whoa. It's called Flame It Up, motherfucker. Okay, so these are the patties. So, they're a lot bigger than what I thought. Yeah, they're a premium, we say minced up patty. So, we're gonna oil these up. As I always say, it seems like a lot of oil. What do we say? Let's flame it up, motherfucker. Flame grilled. Beautiful. So we're just going to smash these down. And I'm going to flip, rotate. You guys have seen what I do with burgers on the channel for all my main viewers. So we're going to cook these up. And then we are going to lightly put the burger rolls on, and then we're going to construct these cheeseburgers. But the only thing I'm going to do, which McDonald's or Burger King or Hungry Jack's doesn't do, or any other places where they do burgers in the world, I'm going to melt the cheese on top when these are cooked. So, in the next scene, you will see these cooked with cheese melting on the patties, and it will be just like boom. Okay, so we're just about to throw the cheese on. These are nice and grilled and darkened. Not exactly what I thought they'll be, but hopefully these are tasty patties. So we're just about to throw the cheese on, and in the next screen you will see each patty with one piece of cheese on them. Once the cheese is melted, or very close to melted, I will be taking them off the ziggy, and it'll be just like this. Okay, so this is the cheese melting on. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to cut the gas, burners up. We're going to let this lightly melt, and we're going to put the patties aside, and then we're going to lightly toast the buns. Then we're going to construct these burgers. Yum yum. Okay, so the burgers are off. So the next step will be lightly grill the grill. Lightly coat the grill, and we are going to put the brioche buns on and very lightly toast them. So you'll see what they look like in the next step. Okay, so the trick is here. We're going to very lightly toast these. Now, I don't want them to be like toast, and I don't want them to be fully soft. So what we are going to do here is we are going to lightly press them down. Get a light toast in there, take them off, and I'll start constructing burgers. So these will be lightly pressed down, and we're going to bake them for about 30 seconds, then take them off. Around about, we'll say approximately 120, 150 for 45 seconds to 1 minute. Okay, so we're setting it at the 170 mark. And these are exactly where I want them to be. So we are looking at very light toast. Well, a little bit over toast, but yeah, I do apologise. I left these a little bit longer, but I have seen McDonald's do these a lot worse than these. So next step is put these on the prep foil, and I'll show you how we construct these. Okay, so here's construction. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually going to be making 8 of these. So I've never done this before, but I'm guesstimating it all goes down the same way. So the way I'm going to do it, we've got a little bit of raw onion, bit of a sprinkle per one. Play going a little bit more than what they use in McDonald's or Hungry Jack's or Burger King, depending on which country you are viewing this video from. So the next step is, and I have got clean hands, so these are a lot thicker patties than what I planned on. So the patty, yeah, that one's minus a little bit of cheese, but the sauce will fix that. Patty, and we'll go with that one there. Now these are still quite warm. Okay, so next step, we're going to put some ketchup, Heinz tomato ketchup, nice generous squirt, straight over the top. You'll see the mess. Every burger shop makes a mess. This isn't the burger shop. This is cooking with tgis. Then we're going to go some mustard. We're using the French's classic yellow. This actually smells really good. I'm not a fan of mustard, but it smells good. Go, put a squirt of mustard. That one's probably a little bit more than the other ones. And then we are going to be using the special burger pickles. So I quite like pickles. So I think usually they use bigger ones in most burger shops, but these are the ones that they use here in Australia for those viewers who are not watching in Australia. So we're just gonna put a generous amount on there. You need that sourness and that little bit of extra crunch. Always makes a burger taste better. Some on there. Yeah, they could be a little bit bigger. So most places they put about 2 or 3 pickles on there, but because these are very small, we're just going to chuck a couple extras on there. So that's full coverage of that. As you can see, you get your base. You've got your burger, you get your cheese, you got your base, you got your onion, you get your patty, your cheese, tomato, mustard, pickles. And that's over 4 burgers. So this is my first attempt at doing these, which I'm going to be doing another 4 more. I think these actually look upside down. Hopefully I haven't... Nah, sorry. Yeah, these actually cooked upside down. Or made upside down. So what I'll be doing is I'll be wrapping these up and doing exactly the same prep. Now, they still got a lot of warmth. And a lot of people say, oh, when they get cold, I'm not too fast. I'll warm these up in the air fryer and they'll taste exactly the same. Maybe a little bit drier, but they'll still be beautiful. So, I'll show you how the second batch go. Sweet. Okay, so Ziggy just under 150 for the second lot of buns. Now I didn't record this because you all would have seen the first step. So I lightly oil these both sides. Want a little bit less on the heat this time. So this is the way you want to do the buns for cheeseburgers. If you can perfect the toasting of them without burning, then you're doing pretty well. So probably more that, not that, but yeah, like that with that. But anyway, put these on the prep pads. See how we look. Okay, so this is the second batch. That was the first batch there, so they're wrapped up, ready to be put either in the fridge or sitting in the oven overnight. So let's see how we go. So I'll show you guys full construction mode on the burgers. Okay, so I'm going to go exactly the same way we did last time. Now I didn't show this when I cut up the onion. Now I think McDonald's and Burger King, Hungry Jack's, any other burger place, they cut them a lot more finer, but this is my first attempt at trying this, so yeah. I was going to actually originally cut up 2 of these, but I just cut up the 1. So these are going to be pretty heavy on the onion because I've got nothing else to use these onions for, so there's nothing wrong with having an extra bit of bite. I much prefer cooked onion, but in cheeseburgers, anyone who loves the cheeseburgers that have onion, they know, yeah, you need that. So, okay, I've got to put this aside somewhere. Oh, it's to the left now. Alright, so I'm going to go patty again. Actually, no, sorry, no. We're going to try something different than these ones. We're going to go mustard this time. Mustard before the burger. It's good to have a little bit of different layers. So, a bit of mustard. Oh, I think that one clipped the lid, but it's okay. Mustard. It's good with the easy squeeze bottles as well. It's a lot of mustard. If this was a more bland raw mustard, I would not be putting nowhere near that, but it smelled quite sweet. So, patty's on. Patty's on. Yep. Patty's on. And like I said before, these are still warm, but they will be being reheated. Now, if I was doing this all on the fly, this would all be hot come straight out the barbecue. But because I haven't done this kind of cook in quite a long time, I've got to do it in stages like this. I've got to kind of like construct as I cook, which it isn't a bad thing. I don't want to be like a professional in the channel and cut and paste. I'd rather show everyone how it's all done. So what we're going to do on this time, we're going to put these on the top layer. So ketchup. These are very saucy ones. Rightio. And the next step will be the pickles. I like the pickles. Okay. So as before, don't worry, that did not get into the pickles. And I've still got clean hands. So we are going to put a lot of pickles on these ones. 5 pickles. You don't go skimpy on your pickles. because cheeseburger is not a cheeseburger without pickles. And being so small, you want that coverage. So that one's a really good coverage, pickles. Well, one fell off there, so I got the next one. Swap that one over. OCD, OCD, OCD. Okay. Then we'll put some more pickles on that one. Roughly even the top out. These ones got a lot more pickles than the last lot. Because as I said before, you want that crunch. You want the crunchiness of your pickles. And we're going to layer this one with pickles as well. Beautiful. Lovely. This is how you want it. Okay, so then on top. Nope, I lost a pickle. Get in there. Right, that's burger 1. That's burger 2. That's burger 3. That's burger 4. Now, I'm only saying that. There's actually 5, 6, 7, 8. But this is the last lot. So, this is these Ziggy 3's cheeseburgers. Now, I would have done these with bacon as well, but I just want to see how they taste. If these come up really well, I will do another video of these again, exactly the same. But I might try doing caramelized onion and also with bacon. So thanks for viewing. Please like and subscribe, and I'll show you the next lot in the next video. Peace.